Hi everyone, today we'll see how to check a signup form, which means we're going to check if the username, the password, and the bio are not too short, are not too long, and we will check to see if the email has the correct format or not. I'll show you how this works. Now, I try to hit a username that is too short, just 2 characters, that's too short, an email that doesn't have the right format, a password should be too short as well, and the same thing for the bio. Now when I hit sign up, it shows me that the username is too short, and it tells me that it should be within 3 to 20 characters long, and the same thing for the password and the bio. At least it has to be long enough. I chose it to be 240. You can choose it whatever to be. It's up to you. And then it finally tells me that the email address that I'm using does not have the right format. A right email address should be like example name at exampledomain.com. So it should have that format. Now let's see the code. As you can see here, I have 2 simple PHP files. The first one I called it signup.php. It's the same as here, signup.php. And signup.php is going to include the form that we just saw. So let's see how this works. First of all, I included the second PHP file, formcheck.php. Here it is. This is the PHP file that's going to take care about to check if the username, the password, and the bio are not too short, they're not too long, and it's going to also check if the email has the correct format or not. So it's pretty simple. The first file, PHP file, signup.php, is going to have the HTML form that I just showed you, and the second one is going to check the user input, so it's not a big deal. Like I said here, I included, first of all, I started by including the second file from check.php, and then I have a simple sign up form. I have 4 user input. I have the username input, the email, the password, and the bio. These are my 4 fields over here, and I have a simple sign up button. So it's a simple form. You can choose how many inputs you want in your form. You're free to do that, whatever. I also required the keyword required here, so that the user does not submit the form empty. It has to be all required here, here, and all the user input, and that's it. And then you have this sign up button. I have one more thing to say. Here I called it form. My form, I called it form 2. You can call it whatever you want. The method is post, so they can post these variables, the username, the password, the bio, to the next page, form.check.php. And the action is actually signup.php, so that each time the user tries to give a username or a password or a bio that is too short, too long, or an email address that doesn't have the correct format, then the page is going to refresh to itself and to itself until the user gives an input, the input that we're looking for, the correct format and the correct length as well. So that's it for the first file, signup.php. It's very simple. Here I included 2 links in the header. I called it home and about page. You want to have an about page on your website to tell the user what your website is all about and all of that good stuff. So, and here are the links that I just showed you. Here are 2 links. So here we're going to check if the if the user has have submitted the form and all the fields are okay and there are no errors, then we're going to start a session and redirect the user to inscription.php, which will add the user to the database. But for this tutorial, we're not gonna see that. We're just gonna see the checkout and to check if everything's okay. And in the next tutorial, we'll see how to insert a user in the database. So this is not important for now. We're not gonna include that in the code for now. Let's jump to formCheck.php. I started off by declaring an error variable that's going to be empty for starters, and then I'm going to check if the form is submitted, if the user has clicked the sign up button, if he has given all the required data and then hit sign up. So that's what if is set is post of submit for. And then I'm going to get all the variables, the username, the email, the password, and the bio. So I got all these variables from signup.php. I can get them because I used the keyword post. I specified the method for this form. It's going to be post, so that every variable that is out there, the email, the password, the username, all these variables that are contained in these forms, I can access them in the formCheck.php. So the method post is very important to specify it over here. It's not get, it's post, so I can post them to the next page, formCheck.php. So now I got the variables, I got the username, the password, all that good stuff. I'm going to apply two filters, so HTML entities and trim, which are two HTML functions that are going to filter the user input. We're not gonna, take the user input as it is. You wanna filter that first. And then once I filtered the user input, I'm going to check if the username has alphanumeric characters or not, which means that it has only alphabetic characters and numeric characters only, nothing else. Then I'm going to check the length of the username. I'm going to check if the username is too short, if it's less than 3, or if it's too long. Then I'm going to show an error message and tell him that the username should be within 3 to 20 characters long. It's good to specify that to the user so that he will know the next time he tries to put in an input. He knows that the required length for that specific field. So the same thing for the password. If it's too short or if it's too long, then I'm going to show an error. And the same thing for the bio. I chose my bio to be the maximum of the bio to be 240. You can choose whatever you want for your bio if you have a bio on your website. And then the last thing is to check if the email has the right format or not. So for that, I called the function filter var on the variable email, and I called an option filter validate email, which is an option that comes with the function filter var. That's going to make sure that the email has the correct format that we talked about earlier, example name @exampledomain.com. If it is, then it's okay. If it's not, then I'm going to tell him that the email that he's using does not have the correct format. And that's it for today. So it's very simple, as you can see, nothing fancy here. In the next tutorial, we'll see how to insert a user in the database and assign him a profile page. So see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.